That'd be the crazy thing, like when you do try to, when you recognize what your quote unquote flaws or mistakes is, and you try to better yourself, motherfuckers. Not to say your family, but situations in life, people could either try to reverse it and make it seem like you doing something wrong, like, oh, he think he better than us now, or whatever the case. But like, no, in order for me to try to even get in position to help everybody out, I got to get myself all the way away from this shit.
Exactly. And you hit it right on the nose. That's exactly what it be. You know what I'm saying?
I know you said you can't talk about the, what's going on, but I don't know if that's making you have to stay here now, but would you ever move fully, like about the whole state and everything if you had the opportunity?
Exactly. I'm gone. Like once I do my little time, whatever I got to do, and I'm gone, man. I've been trying to leave, but I couldn't because I was on probation for 4 years prior to catching this case. You see what I'm saying? Soon as I got off the 4.5 year probation, 4 months later, I got indicted.
So that shit was already coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, it was already coming down the pipeline. And it goes back to what I'm saying. You got dudes who claiming my smoke camp is mine, and you got dudes claiming it, and they still in the streets, and they doing what they doing. All it takes is 3 people for them to come with a RICO. You know what I'm saying? So 3 people got some violence, they can hit everybody RICO. You ain't even have to do nothing.
Yeah. Everybody pretty much keep it solid in that situation.
I mean, I can't say that because you know what I'm saying, I heard some things. I even heard people saying shit about me, you know what I'm saying? But I can't really necessarily say everybody keeping it solid because it's a very steep situation. Like, it's real serious. Like big numbers is getting through at people.
Yeah. Damn, that's fucked up. I hope everything, go well with that situation since you still focusing on your music and you put out. I want to ask you this question, and I want to know, have you ever, not character-wise at all when I say this, because I think anytime a motherfucker may say this, it is not disrespectful, like flow pattern-wise, have you ever heard that, like, a lot of people have taken your flow pattern, because you have a unique flow pattern that you would do on certain songs or some songs, you know what I mean? Have you ever heard of, like, bigger artists? It was a couple songs back when old boy Tekashi first came out, when I was hearing his patterns, I'm like, man, that sounds just like Smokecamp.
Yeah, I have heard that before. You know what I'm saying? I have heard that, but like me, it's music. You know what I'm saying? I don't take none of that type of stuff personal because it was people who I like idolized as rappers and I looked up to too. So it be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really be tripping off of that shit.
Yeah, get caught up in it.
But the Tekashi dude, I didn't like him ever since he, you know what I'm saying, he started coming at my mans. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it really just went downhill because you coming at my peoples and I'm going through what I'm going through, so I can't be front line with the shit like I would be normally. You know what I'm saying? So I never liked him anyway after that, from that point on.
I never even connected, I forgot totally not connected those dots, you know what I'm saying, during that time when, could you see that dude was like it was going to be just not a domino effect, but like a plane crashing from the get-go from how a dude was, moving around?
Yeah, I definitely seen that. Because you gonna get back what you give out. You know what I'm saying? You just running around this motherfucker. You making millions or whatever you making. I know you making a lot of money because you getting booked and you got a lot of stuff going on, and you still running around with spreading nothing but negativity, man. This is all you gonna get back. All negativity, man. You go on. You know what I'm saying? You going down that storm, man. That storm is coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. That going back to the project that you end up gonna drop. You gonna shoot some videos and everything, like you gonna release some videos and everything with that project as it's coming out?
Yeah, definitely. Like probably after like I get sentenced, then I'm gonna start releasing a lot of visuals after that. You know what I'm saying?
If you gonna have to go away for a long time, or like a shorter period of time where your music can last out there for you until you touch back down?
No, they threw some shit at me, man. They threw some. Yeah, they did throw a decade at me.
Damn. What's something that you would want to put out there, to your fans and supporters, you know what I mean, to let them hear you, say?
Shit, man. I just let them know that, man, I'm gonna keep my head up, man. I'm trying to get through this shit the best way I can, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I can't even worry about them right now. I love all my supporters, but my main thing is my children. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My main thing is my children. Like, I got daughters. I ain't got no sons. I got all daughters. I know that they need me. I'm their provider. You know what I'm saying? So with daddy out the picture, it'd be kind of hard for him. So now I'm just working on setting up a bank account for money to come out of the money I'm making off music for them to get a portion of that every month so they can live comfortably and not be worried without me in this picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all, have you had that talk with them? They know what's going on?
Yeah. But, my oldest daughter, she 12, you know what I'm saying? But I also got stepdaughters too, you know what I'm saying? 14 and 13. But my oldest biological daughter, she 12. So she kind of understands, but she don't. Now, my youngest daughter, she 9. Crying and all that, and it bothered me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really an emotional dude, but it bothered me to see my daughter crying and shit. But for the most part, they understand. Because they usually just see me go to jail and I bond out, but they don't know, like, this ain't that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like they want you to do time. Like, you doing time. I don't care who you are, you doing time, regardless. That's why I seen about the 6ix9ine situation. They like, he might be getting out in September. No, man, he ain't. Even if you did tell on somebody, you're not getting out. Like, you ain't just getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do time, regardless.
Yeah, that whole situation. I be, you never with that situation. I don't be knowing what's true and not true. They talking about, he may be coming home, like you said, shortly. I didn't heard motherfuckers talking about he may come home to a $10 million record deal, and I'm like, it just show how society's so crazy. Where this may be the first time in hip hop where you gonna have a full-fledged rat just still glamorized in the game, and people don't care about it.
Exactly. But you gotta think about it. He just the biggest one that it got put out on. But it's people in the city who raps and rappers, and you know what I'm saying. People don't say nothing about that, man. Like, people just don't mean anything anymore, man. Like, people just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It just ain't the same anymore. But times change. You know what I'm saying?
Like, even on that topic, you think it's just motherfuckers respect the money more than the character, where like you still have motherfuckers that a nigga could be a well-known rap, but if you got money, motherfuckers don't give a fuck, they still fuck with him. You think it's more of that, or it's just the civilian way of thinking and gangster way of thinking just blurred the lines together?
I mean, I kind of think it's more of the money, but I think it's kind of both, you know what I'm saying? But it's more of the money thing, you know what I'm saying? People gonna stay around a nigga who got millions. They don't care about him being a snitch long as he paying them, you know what I'm saying? They getting something out of him. They don't care, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been glorifying rats though. Back in the day, motherfuckers glorified niggas like Frank Lucas. Motherfuckers glorify all type of rats, you know what I'm saying? It just them dudes weren't rappers, you know what I'm saying? They was drug kingpins.
Yeah, that's crazy that you say that, because we was having a conversation about that the other day. Like, even just through the movies, like you said, Frank Lucas, even for real with the Paid in Full movie, the White Boy Rick movie. I'm like, they keep pumping out movies like that. It seemed like they trying to indirectly make motherfuckers feel like that's, I don't know, like it's just more of an incentive to be, you know what I'm saying, a rat and keep it real.
Exactly, yeah. And it just don't make no sense to me, man. Like, you can't play this game and then get caught and go tell on everybody, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That shit ain't right, man. That shit foul, man.
When you was coming up in the game, or like this before rap and stuff like that, would you say that you just had to learn the hard way in the streets, or did you have like OGs around you, lacing your shoes?
Yeah, I had OGs around me lacing my shoes. I still had to bump my head too, though, but for the most part, I had OGs, and I still have my father in my life. You know what I'm saying? I had my dude, Smoke, which is my best friend, who got killed in 2012. You know what I'm saying? I had him. So I had a lot of older dudes around me. They all dead in the jail now. The majority of them dead, bro. I mean, like 98.9 of them is dead.
Mm. How do you handle that, you know what I mean, with having so many people close to you, pass away? Do you just, that's what the rap is for, like more therapeutic, or like how do you handle it on your off time when you're not dealing with music and it's just like home family time?
I mean, at first, when I first started losing like close people, the people that's close to me, I mean, I cried. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular human being to do. Like, I ain't no super hard gangster nigga. Like, it gets to me and I cry. You know what I'm saying? But after